I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away.
America is at a loss of words as the nation mourns its braveheart. 20-year-old U.S. Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom is no more.
Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that were outstanding in every way. She's just passed away.
She was ambushed by an Afghan national, Rahmanullah Lakanwal, on November 26, while patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C., just 2 blocks away from the White House. Beckstrom, from Summersville, West Virginia, began her service on June 6, 2023. She was assigned to the 863rd Military Police Company, 111th Engineer Brigade of the West Virginia Army National Guard. Her father, devastated and waiting beside her hospital bed, said only 4 words: "She has a mortal wound." During a Thanksgiving call with service members, President Trump paid homage to Beckstrom.
She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. That's horrible.
The second member shot during the ambush, 24-year-old U.S. Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolfe, remains in the hospital fighting for his life. Sergeant Wolfe, from Martinsburg, West Virginia, entered service on February 5, 2019, and serves with the Force Support Squadron, 167th Airlift Wing of the West Virginia Air National Guard. A family member at his home pleaded for the nation's support, saying, "All we need right now are prayers for my son." President Trump also shared an update on Wolfe's condition.
As you know, the other young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully we'll get better news with respect to him.
Local and federal law enforcement agencies lined the streets in Washington, D.C. as a procession passed to honor Beckstrom. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth was also in attendance. Both Wolfe and Beckstrom had been deployed to Washington in August when Trump ordered troops to the Capitol as part of what his administration described as a crackdown on crime. Meanwhile, Rahmanullah Lakanwal, the suspect who shot the 2 troopers, is also at the hospital in critical condition. The D.C. attorney confirmed that Lakanwal drove cross-country to launch an ambush-style attack with a .357 Smith & Wesson revolver.
The 2 National Guards men that we're talking about are Sarah Beckstrom, who's 20 years old, and Andrew Wolfe, who is 24 years old. They were uniformed members of the West Virginia National Guard, and they were in D.C. to keep D.C. safe. We are praying that they survive and that the highest charge will not have to be murder in the first degree. But make no mistake, if they do not, that will certainly be the charge, murder in the first degree. The suspect, he has been identified as Rahmanullah Lakanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan who entered the United States under Biden's Operation Allies Welcome, a program following the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. What we know about him is that he drove his vehicle across country from the state of Washington with the intended target of coming to our nation's capital.
The FBI and military police are now leading an intensive investigation into the attack as pressure builds over how armed assailants could strike so close to the heart of the American power seat, the White House. The United States is shaken. Americans wait, praying for a miracle for Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolfe.